We've only just started, but we're trying to do things as effectively and as quickly as we possibly can. And we will keep going, we will get bigger, because this is a topic that isn't going to go away. We are all very lucky to be alive at this point. I'm especially lucky to be alive. And we give a voice to those who aren't, and those who aren't because they've died of sepsis. We also give a voice to those who are still left ill as a result of sepsis. Now, recently there have been warnings of the spectre of a dire future with sepsis rising as we enter a post-antibiotic age. No less than Professor Mark Bellamy was quoted in the BBC News website and all over the media less than a month ago. The Chief Medical Officer in England has said the same. But we have a choice here, ladies and gentlemen, because we can't change what's happened already, but we can change the future. We can influence the future. So one thing I'd really want us all to do tonight as we go away from here is to build on the existing great work that's going on all over Scotland and beyond right now. We want people who have sepsis to live, and not just live, but live well, to get their health back. So let's build on the work, and let's do it. Let's change the future, and let's make it better, and let's sock it to sepsis once and for all. Thank you very much. As the red ribbon does for AIDS, or pink does for breast cancer, or Movember does. Now it's very early days, and this is the first year of doing it, but we're heartened with all the support that we've had, both from HIS and all the various health boards around the country. And the idea was, basically, we wanted something that everybody could do very easily. Everybody wears socks or tights, and it seemed like a no-brainer. And then the colours themselves, let's be honest, they're fairly distinctive, but they're also the original colours of the barber's pole, or as it used to be, the surgeon barber's pole. And they're also quite medical colours as well, because of the Red Cross and the Red Crescent. So that's just a wee bit about why we're doing it. And hopefully it will go on to become a much more widely used symbol. And we've got socks at the moment. The socks have made it to Cologne with the Tartan Army so far. Socks are also en route to Lanzarote, and they're also en route to Portugal, to Italy, to the States, to Australia and to New Zealand. So we're getting that kind of reach with people wearing them, and hopefully the hashtag as well will be used. It's been used a lot so far on social media. So it's to try and make it a high visibility thing. The hashtag, if you'd like to tweet throughout the evening, is hashtag #SockItToSepsis. And if you don't like tweeting, there's a workaround for that. There are these forms, which you should all have. If you want to only ever send one tweet in your life and never send them again, what you have to do is to fill them out with the questions or the comments and hand them to somebody from HIS, and they will tweet for you. You can also use them as well if you'd like to ask questions of the panel once we get to that stage in the evening. Quick run through of this evening. I'm going to introduce FEAT's first film that we've produced, which is really an introduction to sepsis and also a little reintroduction to the charity itself. We hope, the point is not just of making the film, but we hope it will also be shared widely and used widely, and frankly that it will be effective. We're very grateful to the support we've had from HIS, particularly Alison and Kevin, in terms of the medical input on the film. It's been invaluable. We hope we're trying to send out a balanced message, but we're also trying to convey to lay people what sepsis is, what you need to do about it if you think you have it, why it's important, and trying to get that across in a balanced way. So, quickly introduce that. Then Kevin is going to take us through Kevin Rooney, the National Clinical Lead for Sepsis, will take us through the national overview of sepsis in Scotland. And then it is Yvonne Cowan who is taking us into acute adult and sepsis' impact on that particular part of medicine. Linda Clerihew is going to talk about sepsis in paediatrics after that. And then Linda Garashik is going to talk about sepsis and its impact on maternity. And then after we've had all the speakers, we're going to have a panel Q&A. So all the speakers will reconvene, and if you've got any questions arising out of the presentations or just more generally, then if you can, that's your opportunity to ask them at that point, and hopefully we'll get some answers for you too. After that, Jason Leach is with us, and he's going to talk about the successes that are being had throughout the NHS just now. And then very briefly, Colin Begg is going to quickly outline our new research awards that we're launching officially this evening, and then we'll just wrap up. And then after that, as I say, we can do some networking, hopefully, and over a glass or two and some more canopies. So thank you very much for all coming along this evening, and I'll kick off, hopefully if this technology works, with the film.
Did you know that 37,000 lives are lost in the UK every year to a condition that few people have heard of? By watching this video, you could learn enough to save a life, perhaps your own. Sepsis is a hidden killer. It is responsible for more deaths than lung cancer or breast, bowel and prostate cancer combined, and it is the #1 cause of maternal death in the UK. Whilst it usually strikes the most vulnerable, sepsis is one of the few diseases in the world that can kill a fit and healthy person within hours. It can strike anyone, of any age, sex or background. By sharing this information, many lives could be saved with simple existing treatments. Sepsis is a complex condition that we are still striving to understand. Unlike other diseases, it is a condition caused when your body overreacts to infection. When sepsis strikes, the immune system goes into overdrive, attacking not just the infection, but everything else around it. Unchecked, it can lead to shock, multiple organ failure, and death. If you experience sudden flu-like symptoms, it may be sepsis. If you're also affected by difficulty breathing, rapid heartbeat, mottled or discolored skin, or slurred speech and confusion. If you witness these symptoms in anyone, you should get help immediately. Sepsis is a medical emergency, and treatment will include antibiotics, fluids and oxygen. For each hour's delay in treating with intravenous antibiotics, the chances of survival reduce by over 7%. Reacting quickly and treating sepsis within the first hour can significantly improve the chance of survival. The Fiona Elizabeth Agnew Trust is a charitable trust created in the memory of Fiona and her unborn daughter Isla, who died suddenly from sepsis in 2012. The Trust's mission is to raise awareness of sepsis amongst the public and medical professionals so that more deaths can be prevented. And we are raising funds to research the causes of sepsis and discover more effective treatments. We hope that the lives of Fiona and her daughter can help save the lives of others. Please share this video, and if you can, make a donation to help us stop sepsis now.
Okay, so that's our first effort at making a film, and really all we want that to be is effective. We want it to be shared as widely as possible around everybody, public, professionals alike, and if it does its job, then it's all been worthwhile, so hopefully that was useful. Without any further ado, I'd like to hand over to Kevin, who's going to give us an overview of sepsis in Scotland. Thank you.